My name is Victoria and this is Veritas Tarot. Cancer, I'm going to be doing your spring 2021 reading for you. We're going to be focusing on where you are now, what's coming in for you, and advice from Spirit. I'm using my energy oracle cards, so this is all based around energy. I'm also going to be doing my angel wisdom tarot as well for you too. If the reading resonates, I would be so grateful if you would comment, like, share, or subscribe, or all of them. And if it doesn't resonate, it simply means it wasn't for you at this time. There'll always be a reading for you at exactly the right time, guided by Spirit. And although my readings are time-stamped, they are timeless. They are for whenever you're guided to see a reading and it resonates with you. So Cancer, let's move ahead with your reading and let's see where you are right now. Where is Cancer right now? Thank you, Spirit. So this is with my energy oracle cards. Thank you, Spirit. That came out. So you've got action. A lot of signs have got action today, which is wonderful. So action is obviously about moving forward, but it's about moving forward on the right path. And when you take concerted action, when you make a decisive decision to do something, this is what Spirit's asking you to do, but it's asking you to lead from the heart. The white horse there represents the empathic side of you, the intuitive side of you, and it's about making decisions and taking that action, inspired, creative action, whatever that may mean for you, from the heart. You do have to put some effort into it. Do you see behind there's the black horse? That's talking about that effort, that dedicated effort to put into this action, but you are on the right path. You are being guided here. And it's about coming into balance as well, because this black and white represents the yin and the yang within you. It's the willingness to work, to achieve what you wish to achieve. You know, the white horse is galloping, so that's a very sort of concerted action towards your goals. And just trust, my darling, trust where your instincts are guiding you to go at this time. This card also says to me that you've got here, although we're doing a spring reading, this is leading you, this action now is leading you into something that you see the light coming through there, something where you're going to be very happy to be, maybe in the summer. That's where it's kind of leading through to. And at the bottom of the deck now, again, this card has appeared. You've got the strategy card. So this is number 21. So you've reached with number 21 the end of a cycle. This is the world, kind of represents the world card of reaching the end of a cycle. You're about to absolutely canter, gallop, charge, whatever you want to call it, into this next cycle with a balanced energy. And the strategy card talks about, again, visualize what you are desiring, visualize, I can't speak, visualize what you're wishing to achieve, visualize those goals, your dreams, what are they, you know, and write them down. And don't worry too much about the finite detail. Let Spirit take care of it. Let go and let God to a certain extent. But what they want you to do is have trust and faith that what your inspiration and your creativity comes from source energy. It comes from your soul. So when you get that intuitive talking to or speak, that when you know something and you feel it, that is the divine talking to you. That is God talking to you. So write down all of those inspired thoughts. Keep a journal, keep a gratitude journal. You know, I am, the 2 most powerful words you can use. I am grateful, the 3 most powerful words, because when you are I am, you are being, and we're actually human beings. We're not human doings, we're human beings. So a lot of what we're asked to do is to be in the moment and to be grateful in the moment. And when you are visualizing what you're wishing for and hoping for in that moment of being grateful, the universe responds with a great big fat yes. So consider a change in direction as well with this strategy. Consider all sorts of, just say thank you to the universe for whatever it's going to bring in for you, whatever experiences, whatever commitments, relationships, whatever's meant to happen for you is meant to happen for you. It's a gift and it's how you choose to receive it. So just say thank you to the universe for whatever they wish to bring in for you at this time. And also just get things in order, because things are about to happen for you, which is lovely to see. So Cancer, let's see what is coming in for you. Thank you, Spirit. What is coming in for you? Thank you. That's too many cards. I saw the appreciation card. Thank you, Spirit. What is coming in for you? Now you're jumping, but I want 1 or 2. Thank you, Spirit. There we go. They're saying patience at this time. So you've got the patience card here, number 16. So you see, the universe has a very different idea of timing from us. We have time that it's tick tock, time's going by, time's going by. I've got to get this done, I've got to get that done, I've got to do this. And the universe works on that beautiful divine timing. Things will happen for us at the right time for us in divine timing. And they'll happen for us in that timing because it's for our greatest good. And if it's not happening for us at the time we want it to happen, it's because we're being protected. So just trust that all is in hand. The universe understands. And it's asking you to have patience. It's asking you also to be, again, remember that human being thing. That was Deepak Chopra that said that, you know, we are human beings, but we become human doings. And doing sometimes in terms of going round and round in circles and not really achieving, while the inspired action is actually inspired action from the soul. You know, this card represents winter. So there's been a time of great reflection for you over this winter period, and it's leading into spring now. And Spirit wants you to let go of the urgency, the desperation of things to happen right now. Remember the divine timing. Have a very clear perspective. You've got action, strategy, and patience. So it's saying have a very, very clear perspective about where you wish to be in a very general term, okay? But also don't just look at one option. Don't just force one option, my darling, because when you try to just make one thing happen, you're not allowing everything else waiting for you in the wings to come in because you're blocking it. So just let go and go with the flow to a certain degree, and keep saying thank you to Spirit for whatever is coming in for you. You know, be flexible, be patient, be open, be in the moment, be peaceful, be present. The universe knows, and it knows all of those options for you from a much broader perspective than we can ever begin to possibly imagine. You have got indecision as well at this time. So you're trying to make a decision about something. And one, for me, has the leaves falling off the tree, which is that sort of something that's gone, something that's died. And another thing has the butterfly, which is the transformational. So one journey is transformational, one journey may be revisiting the past. And what this is saying is to follow, again, to follow where you feel right, to follow what you're so caught up at the moment in a fixated space of worry. Okay, you're almost frozen by fear, standing still by fear, confused by your up and down emotions. That's okay. That's exactly where you're meant to be at the moment. Try and unravel those emotions. You know, don't run for them. Face them as well. Because this back and forth energy is creating almost a paralysis of your will to take action, your will to move forward. Go for whatever resonates. Go and follow your heart. You can never go wrong if you follow your heart. Your heart is your soul, that whole combination. And the heart represents love, and we either act from fear or love. And love is the one that opens up, expands, shares, and heals. Fear is the one that contracts, hides, hurts, and hoards. So go for love, my darling, go for love, and try and step out of that anxiety space, which is showing me there. So let's see what other advice Spirit has for you, my darling. Thank you. Thank you for Cancer. The goddess of the moon, how beautiful. So you already know so much. You already have such a kind of blossoming intuition. The moon, the goddess of the moon, she represents that inspiration, those inspired thoughts, everything from the kind of mundane thing to, should I go this way home or that way home, some extraordinary idea. And you're really becoming tuned into that. The moon also represents things yet unknown, things that will come to light for you at exactly the right time for you. But you are very connected to source energy, and it's asking you to trust that intuitive side of you is really real, and that that psychic ability of you is blossoming as well. And now is the perfect time for you to receive those thoughts, to receive that creativity, to receive that inspiration, and also to receive those experiences, and whether it be with career or finance or love that you deserve. Now is the time. Okay, so let's have a look now to see my Angel Wisdom Tarot, what other messages they have for you, my darling. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you want to say to Cancer for this message? Thank you. So you've got the High Priestess again, just like the moon all over again, okay? There's a new cycle coming in for you. Shooting star represents sort of wishes and making a wish, and it's make a wish on a shooting star, I'm guessing. But the High Priestess is somebody who really, there's been some silence with you for a while. You like your own company where you may not have liked it before. You're not running from yourself anymore. You're, you know, when we spend time alone, it's time spent with God. And so this wonderful High Priestess, she trusts, she knows, she understands, she's got great wisdom now. And she speaks her truth as well. And it also talks about here on the front of the card, you know, meditate and turn inward to discover your soul's true desires. And, you know, although this is saying this is not the time for action, you've got the action card. This is not the time for running around in circles. This is a time for going within. This is the time to follow your intuition. That sort of action is what they're asking you to do with that concerted effort that comes after listening to your heart, listening to your soul. So, and it's also this time you've been given, as I said, these psychic abilities you've got, you're blossoming. Keep doing it. Keep listening to yourself. Keep being surprised when you get something that, you know, you may get a word or two that you think, well, I didn't use that word. It's popped into my head. That's your soul talking to you. That's the divine talking to you. Trust that what you hear and what you see that resonates with you in that moment is the divine. Okay, so this is a big message for you. And you may be feeling at this present time that you're feeling a lack of in your life, and you may have financial worries, or you're feeling lonely. Again, just understand you're never alone. You're always being guided, okay? Spring, there is here with the daffodils, it shows that sort of spring is a time for new shoots. It's a time for growth, okay? It's a time for everything, the work that you've done to suddenly start to appear. Winter is a time for rest. Winter is a time for that rejuvenation, for that meditation. We're coming into spring now. So now is the time to be very careful about the negative thoughts that you're thinking. Don't let those manifest into your reality, because if you're giving out an energy of I have a lack of, you will receive more of the same. So try and be in that space with your strategy card and the patience card and this action from your heart, being in the space of anticipated excitement, not because you know what's coming in, because it's so amazing that it might be some extraordinary surprise and delight, but you're very much protected and you're very much looked after. So let's see what else comes out for you as well. Thank you for Cancer. Last couple of messages for Cancer. Thank you. It's extraordinary how I think this action card's come out in so many of my readings. And I shuffle all the cards and it all comes out. So Knight of Swords, somebody's coming in, my darling. And it's the 10 of Swords in the bottom of the deck. So the 10 again talks to me about the end of a cycle. You've walked away from something, okay? You've walked away from something that no longer serves you. You've put down those 9 swords, which were entrapping you, which were making you feel just not in a great space. You know, swords can talk about obviously clarity and truth, but they can also talk about conflict as well, and the conflict within us. And you've put them down. You don't need them anymore. And you're wearing, do you see that blue represents truth, represents speaking your truth, knowing your truth. And you've packed your bags and you've left. And it says here, the end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both. The opportunity for new happiness, a weight off your shoulders, the end of an addiction, a melodramatic reaction. I don't see that with these cards being that reaction. I see this card as she knows exactly what she's doing, and she has left behind a situation that no longer serves her. And yes, it is sad. But out of that, you've got this Knight of Swords, okay? And the Knight of Swords is also somebody who's left a battle. And they have left the battle because they don't want to be there anymore. They don't want to be in that negative energy. They've got this one sword of truth and clarity. They want to talk. Do you see the parrot there? They want to talk. You know, parrots talk a lot. Again, this might be something that's coming in for you in the summer. They want to talk, or is this you wanting to go and talk to somebody else? there is something magical about this, because this isn't just the white horse, this is a unicorn, and unicorns represents magic. So this is almost like a divine intervention or something, some form of surprise and delight that maybe is coming towards you, or that you suddenly have an opportunity to approach somebody else. But the red there also talks about doing it from a grounded space. Now there is nerves with this card because there's a rushing forward. And what Spirit is saying at this time, it's not the time to rush forward. So there's time for action, okay, but action from the heart. So if this Knight of Swords is coming towards you with clarity, with truth, do listen to them. And if you wish to do it the same, do it from a place of clarity and truth, and let them speak as well. And thank you, Spirit. Also, don't just listen to respond. Listen because you need to listen to what they have to say as well. And it says here as well on this card, events that move with great speed. So something is coming out of a time of quietness. This is why you've got this action card as well. And this is why it's review your options carefully, it says. So this is action strategy. I think you're being asked to at the right time, go forward and speak your truth, but do it from a place of truth and do it from a place of clarity. And I'm going to pull one last card for you. Actually, no, I'm not going to use that deck. I'm going to use my Light Seers deck. Thank you. And I do feel with this card, you see the wind is blowing. I think you feel that whoever this is, you or somebody else, that there's a kind of pushback from the person. You're worried about the pushback from the person. Don't worry about the pushback. There's something magical about this. And as long as you speak your truth and you're open and vulnerable, you see he hasn't got his visor on, all will be okay. The Knight of Swords has a tendency to rush in and rush out. So there will be that nervousness that you may feel, or they may feel, about rushing in and rushing out. But let's just see. Let's have a look a little bit more about the situation. Thank you, Spirit. The Hierophant, that's beautiful, absolutely lovely, and the Nine of Wands. And now you've got the Page of Cups. So the Hierophant talks about that commitment, a committed relationship, the start of something, the start of commitment, the start of understanding all sides of yourself, learning to love all sides of yourself, learning to forgive all sides of yourself, listening to others, somebody coming into your life to help you at this time. But it's a commitment card. It's a great teacher learning card, and you're at the start of something which is really lovely. You've also got the Nine of Wands here. And I feel that this Nine of Wands represents this Ten of Swords, because the other 8 wands represent that was keeping you back, and that wasn't serving you. And now you understand what you want. You're holding on to that one wand, which represents that desire, that creativity, that passion. This is where the strategy and action card comes in, darling. These action cards come in. And at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Page of Cups. So this is either you or somebody else wanting to come in with an apology. And there's that kind of pigs might fly. So I think they're really worried. That's why it's the Knight of Swords, or you are, because if you apologize or they apologize, then how is it going to be received? You know, what are the chances of an apology being accepted? So this is what the Page of Cups is. But I love pages, because pages are transitional messages. So whatever this is, it's a Page of Cups. It comes from the right space. It comes from a space of feeling, and it comes from an emotional, and it's a heartfelt apology, whatever this is. And it's come because of a tower moment that's happened. Something divine intervention had to come in and remove something from your life, or remove something from their life, but remove something, because the tower represents conditioned behaviors, and that tower has to come down in order for new foundations to be built. And I love seeing this in terms of Mother Nature. And the squirrel also is, you know, the squirrel kind of hoards things, but it's very sweet, very naughty, but sort of hoards things and keeps things that it just needs. So I think you've managed to retain, or they've managed to retain, but I'm feeling this is you managed to retain from your life everything that you need but it has been a bit of a shock to the system. And now you've got the Knight of Cups coming in as well. So it's gone from a page to a knight, and there is the white horse. So whoever is coming towards you, or you to them, but that is coming from that intuitive side. That white horse is the intuition. It's coming from the intuitive side, and it is so heartfelt. They're not quite ready to get up yet. And again, there's that nervousness there, but there's an overflowing feeling of emotions. And now that leads into the 10 of Cups, which is a beautiful, balanced, chakras all open, energetic, healing connection, which is just, it's not a scar-filling connection. And it also leads, there we go, 6 of Cups, soulmate as well. Your souls already know all of this. Anyway, my darling, there we go. I hope you enjoyed that reading, Cancer. I hope that whoever this resonated with, whoever came to listen to this reading, it resonated and it helped you. I'm going to be doing your March readings over the next few days by the end of the month. But in the meantime, take